So while you've been buying calls, we've been accumulating some huge positions on the short side here at 13 Market Moves, guys. And what we do best is we trade options. Normally we trade weekly options, expirations. But at times when we transition from one year to another, such as now, 2023 and 2024, it is worthwhile putting on a trade because of current market conditions. You want to go 1 week, 2 weeks, 3, 4 weeks out on your options expirations because that is what will get you paid exponentially. Yes, did we nail a 30x trade on coin puts today? Absolutely. Did we nail a 40x trade on MSTR puts today? Yes, we fucking did it. While the rest of the world was doing what? Buying calls on Bitcoin. I told you in October last year, I said, who the fuck shorts Bitcoin at 16,000? And in the last couple of videos, I have said, well, Bitcoin has just set a top. At 45K was the fucking top. And from here, it's about to repeat what it's done in 2017, transition in 2018. So when we're talking about a transition, it is a move that's going to last for more than one day. So it doesn't necessarily pay. Yeah, it's definitely going to pay to trade weekly options, but what's going to pay more is trading options that expire in a few weeks out. And the only reason we're even having this conversation is because we got multiple catalysts in the transition from 2023 to 2024. As a short seller, I would call it ShortSellers Paradise. Absolutely right. ShortSellers Paradise. It is when beautiful girls are plentiful, and beers are free, and they're nice and cold, and you can't wish for a better combination. So basically what I'm saying is options are cheap right now on the put side. The market is still under this influence that the Fed seemingly beat inflation, while actually exactly the opposite is true. So let me break down some of the catalysts that we're about to go through. So China is about to announce some manufacturing production data over the course of the next few days. I'm recording this on the 29th of December 2023. So China, about 2-3 in the morning on the 31st, of course, the markets are closed, but the futures are going to be running. So some major important data coming out of China. Basically, to break it down in a simple way, okay? If Chinese manufacturing index drops, as it did about 7 years ago, back then, the markets in the United States, Dow was at like in the 20,000 range. It dropped 1,000 points. So basically, percentage-wise, Dow dropped like in a huge way. I'm talking about a 3, 4, 5% drop on the Dow a single day. Would be an equivalent today of probably like, I don't know, 3,000 point drop on the Dow. So can you imagine waking up on January 2nd and Dow is down 3,000 fucking points? I'm not saying that is exactly what's going to happen. I'm saying there is a probability of that. And let me break it down in a way where you can understand it in a very simple fucking way where a 5th grader can fucking understand it. So basically, if China is manufacturing less, if the PMI data is less, yes, it basically says, well, fuck, China is in a recession. We've known China is in a fucking recession for a long fucking time. But if this PMI data comes really low, I'm talking like low. If PMI doesn't come at like 48, 49, which is basically sort of a break-even point for PMI. For those of you that are not familiar with the PMI, it's basically Purchasing Managers Index. They basically take data from different industries. Managerial index basically combines the information from multiple industries in the industrial production. And so basically, if China's producing less, let's just cut for the chase. Jesus Christ. Leo, can you just get to the fucking point? Okay, here it is. If China produces less and the United States does not produce fucking anything. If you paid any attention, I mean, it is a shocker that the market is holding up the way it is today. Yeah, Bitcoin fucking pays big on the short side, but everything else, it's still maintaining its level. Some huge trades we've had on fucking Tesla going 2 weeks out on expiration, those puts have tripled in the last 3 days, and they're probably going to produce a 30-40 extra trade over the course of the next couple of weeks. But getting back to the subject, is there's a plentiful opportunity to short industrial stocks that are heavily invested in China, such as CMI, Cummins diesel engines. The company's got some issues on the production of their diesel engines to begin with, but now if Chinese PMI also drops, let's say Chinese PMI comes up at like a fucking wild 43. Holy shit, what does that mean? It means that China is producing less. And since the United States doesn't produce basically fucking anything anymore, it's not like we're 100 years back, okay, where the United States used to make everything. So if the United States makes very little and it has to buy everything basically from China outside of the United States, that means if Chinese production drops, what does that mean? And if the United States demand stays the same, okay, that means prices go up. Prices go up, what does that mean? That means inflation. Fucking inflation, holy shit. The Fed just said they've conquered inflation. The marketplace thinks they've just conquered inflation. That is exactly my fucking point, okay? If Chinese PMI comes in low, that means everyone is fucking wrong, because prices in the United States are going to climb on every basic fucking thing you buy, including the toilet paper again, like back in COVID. So pay close attention to December 31st, 2 o'clock in the morning, motherfuckers. That's when it's going to happen. That's when you're going to know if the inflation myth is real or not. Now, you know our projections here at 13 Market Moves, we're telling you it's the year of stagflation. Basically, inflation keeps rocketing higher, okay? And every other parameter that measures good economic progress is going down, such as the margin expansion. Slows down, drops. Fucking, I don't know if slows down, drops is even a good word to describe it. It's going to plummet as a fuck. It's going to drop as a fucking rock. We're fixing to go into wildest volatility conditions in the market. Everyone is asleep, and we're trying to wake you the fuck up here at 13 Market Moves, because some wild moves in the market to the downside are about to become real. And to finish the point about the inflation, if Chinese PMI comes in low, that means the cost of goods in the United States goes up, even if just that is if demand just stays the same. So we're on the verge of some major historic breakdowns in the market. If you study some of the years I've pointed out in the last few videos, 73, 75, 78, 79, 81, 82, guys, there's some wild shit about to happen. And the greatest part of it is most of the people are they're asleep, which means if you're a short seller, you're about to make 20x, 30x, just like we did today on coin puts, on MSTR puts, guys. Those trades are there. Those trades are there, and they happen within the moments when the market is asleep. That's how you're able to buy puts at a very underpriced valuation. And there's such a thing as buying puts when they're fucking underpriced, when the whole world is fucking asleep. And that's how you put those 30x trades together. Now, the rest of the world is going to be buying puts next week on Bitcoin, okay, when they realize, oh, holy shit. Okay, all this hype about the ETF and all that shit, it's the same as back in 2017, but guess what? It's going to be too fucking late. So this is the moment when you realize, well, damn, I wish I was subscribed to 13 Market Moves newsletter. I wish I was talking to a coach at 13 Market Moves. I wish I was a part of 13 Market Moves, because I don't want to be a part of the fucking group that makes 10% annually. I don't want to be a part of the group that's fixing to lose 50% annually. I want to be a part of the group that makes 30x, 40x, 50x. And guys, I'm telling you, we're about to nail some 100x trades. So wake the fuck up. This is your wake up call, okay? The world of short selling going into 2024, multiple catalysts fucking White House in the United States can't make a decision on anything. The Republicans, Democrats, them motherfuckers are fighting, and it's never good when it comes to making good, solid decisions, such as the budget deficit. Damn it. Why do we have to shut down the United States government every time we have to agree on a fucking budget? And I guarantee you this time is going to be the ugliest case scenario going to January 19th. So what do? Leo, you're telling me all this crazy shit is about to happen. I know. You've told me that shit 2 months ago. Well, it's not my fault. The rest of the world is running 2 months behind 13 market moves, okay? Because we have never been wrong on the fucking market overall. So you stay with us. You don't change your trading strategy, and that is how you beat the markets. All the bulls are going to be licking their fucking balls in the next 30 days, and you're going to be calculating your 30, 50, 100x trades. The question is, how many of them can you catch, and how many of them did you miss in just the last 48 hours? So pay close fucking attention. Go sign up at 13mmtv.com. 13marketmoves.com. Don't waste a moment. Talk to the 13 Market Moves coach right here, because if you don't, I'm telling you guys, if you don't, well, shit, they might just invite you to CNBC to talk about how the market's going to go higher while the market's going to be crashing in the next 30 days. So I guess if you want to go on CNBC, don't go and subscribe to 13 Market Moves. But if you're about making money, not just fucking talking, fucking subscribe. Subscribe now. Don't waste a moment. Thank God that these type of market conditions are actually possible. Thank God that the whole fucking world's been running the market in the last 2 months. 60 days. They've ran the shit up higher on a super low volume. And I've got my own theory and why that shit happened. It's got to do with the AI and machines, and that shit is about to stop. Wait till the market move expansion over 60 points. It's going to look like the whole world just came to an end. I want you to be a part of the small group that will profit from such a movement in the market. So don't be blinded by this, oh my God, we're at all-time highs bullshit. All-time highs bullshit on the lowest fucking volume in history, my ass. And there's no one news media channel that is trying to highlight the piracy of millions and millions of investors that a few machines are trying to take advantage of. So, and 13 Market Moves is not about the machines. We're about beating the machines. We still believe that one human that has a strong strategy can beat all the fucking machines. We've done it year and year and year after fucking year. And some of you looking at the meteoric rise in the market over the last couple of months, you may be saying, oh my God, well, Leo, you have been fucking wrong. 13 Market Moves haven't nailed the last 2 months. It doesn't mean fucking anything. The only thing that it would mean if you were with the 13 Market Moves, okay, and you changed your opinion on the market in the last 2 weeks, you would have been fucked, because we're getting paid big, in a big fucking way right now. So guys, stay fucking strong. Beat the market with 13 Market Moves. It's about to take place. I want you to be a part of it. Go to 13mmTV and sign up today. Make some huge things happen. None of these double your money bullshit. Just look at the fucking options today. Coin, MSTR, 30, 40 extra trades depending on the strikes on puts. On puts. While you were buying calls. So put an end to that insane stupidity that you have been doing. Buy calls at the top of the fucking market. Holy fuck. If you can learn one thing from this audio message, stop buying calls at the fucking market top. Damn it. Buy some fucking puts with 13 Market Moves. Let's roll.